Hello, 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 and happy Monday. And let me find myself here. There we go. All right, now. So I saw Swoop and DOI Creations on Instagram. Thank you so much for coming in. And welcome to everybody on YouTube. Okay. Well, I'm telling you, StreamYard is playing with me today. So it's been very, very interesting. So I'm gonna have to flip back and forth and hopefully I can see everybody and say hello. There's Tina Bailey. Good to see you. Okay. So I'm on my tablet because my Chromebook is doing some crazy stuff. But welcome in. It's Monday, and I see Bren. Got a few people. Sorry, let me go back. We got Jen Reeves. Welcome. I am afraid to touch this because it's been an interesting technical difficulties already. It's Monday morning. Like, come on, I'm starting the week off. So we got Jen Reeves. We got Who the Knitter. Hey, Bren Michelle. Good to see you. And let's see. Can't stay. Doctor's appointment. Okay, Brent Michelle. Well, thanks for popping in. I appreciate the support. You're awesome. We have who knows? We have Miguel. Good to see you. And everybody's saying hello. Well, so it's interesting. Today, last night I did a little short live stream, and my Chromebook, like it's not like in my camera. I'm scared. So I'm on my tablet, which is kind of interesting. But here I am. But I think the camera's okay. I mean, I just have to make sure I stare at the right spot. There we go. Okay, we have LaBelle. Good morning. So I'm juggling devices. So hope I don't look too crazy. Motivation for today. Oh, I love this. LaBelle, loving this. Here you go. Motivation for today. Progress, not perfection. And hello, everybody. Nice. I love it. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And the little smiley faces. Anyway, it's been great. So I had a little coffee. I might need one more. It's been one of those mornings. Let me take a sip. Excuse me. All right, we did it. Okay. But that's a good one. That is a good one. So the evil plan lately is, it's been kind of tough. It's been a tough run for a lot of people. And, family wise, I mean, everything's good in my family, but, how you go through things and things like that. Health things. We had the health things come up. And I feel, it's like you just have to keep positive because, like, medical stuff is scary. You know how it is. It's very, very scary. But I like the motivation, LaBelle. I appreciate it. Progress, not perfection. We love it. We have can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising. Hello. Make sure I got everybody on the screen. And thanks for coming, everybody, in. This is great. This is something new that newish that I've been doing. And I figure this is the time to kind of get that week going. And actually, believe it or not, I actually have some plans. So it's this should be a good week. All right. Randy D, good morning. Hello, Kelly, honey. Howdy do to all. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you so much. And everybody's saying hey to Granny D. She's saying hey to Miguel, or Miguel's saying hi to Granny D. Nice. Okay. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to type this in my screen because my tablet is teeny little things, but I'm going to read it off my computer. At least I got this going. And everybody's saying hey to Granny D. So, oh wow. Ooh, there's two good ones here. I'm going to go with this one. I love this one. This is from Geena Davis, the actress from a lot of movies. But she was in the movie that I kind of remember her most from was the one about the baseball team. Oh goodness, now I can't remember. It's the women's baseball team, and I'll tell you a little story about that. But there's Joshua. Hello, good to see you. Oh yes, let me get back to LaBelle. It's a good comment too. Yeah, medical stuff is indeed scary. I Google my symptoms. Oh, don't do that. And walk to my doctor with the diagnosis, which is usually imminent death. Nice. When you Google symptoms. Well, so yes, so there's a little thing. So I worked sort of in the medical field. I'm not a medical professional or anything like that, but I rubbed shoulders with a lot of medical people, and it drove them crazy when people came in and with the when the internet like really took off and people were dealing with symptoms and things like that. It drove the doctors crazy, and I said, well, the only thing that I suggest, and this is the biggest thing for me, I think, in my opinion, it's not the symptoms, it's more the like the medications. So like if they give you lots of medications, and I always say, even though they say don't look at the like they give you a patient little sheet of paper and they say, okay, this may cause this, blah 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 blah. Well, that stuff, even though people laugh at it, and they put it on commercials, which I think was the worst thing they ever did. But the the thing is, if you do your own research, you'll see that a lot of these medications interact with each other, and a lot of times the doctor doesn't really notice, or may not notice. So for me, it's more of those kind of things that you should research. Is just the medications, especially if you're on multiple medications and things like that. And I got really good at reading the medications and figuring out when people were having side effects all the time. And, and I would say, like, to my mom and my grandmother was on a bunch of meds, toward the end of her life and everything. And I said, can I just see your stuff? What are you taking? And I would just line them all up and look at them and go, okay, interesting. But, but anywho, but here is the quote. So yeah, so don't let those don't let the internet scare you. I mean, the internet can be scary because there's a lot of stuff out here. But the other thing I will say is that there's a lot of stuff out here that is not true, or it's partially true, or there's omissions, or they don't really understand. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt and do your own research. And that's my thing. I like to say that. Let's see. So Joshua, good to see you. Yeah, I like the smile. Oops, smiley face. You're happy? Yes. Happy Monday. Happy day. Yep. And let's see, Granny D saying, hey. Miguel posted a picture of Texas. Yeah, Texas sunrise. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I love pictures. Yeah, I'm always looking at those. But here is the Geena Davis quote. She says, if you risk nothing, then you risk everything. So let that sink in for a moment. And I'm going to try to see if I can type this. I don't know if it's going to work. It's going to be tough. Yeah. But that's the message for today. Oh, we have... yeah, the key is to know your body. Yes, Miguel. Yes. And Miguel's, yeah, he's got some issues that, he talks about openly. So it's out there. But yeah, you have to know your body. And the thing is, do not, it's better to check it out with the doctor if you have a little bit of if you suspect anything. And it's better to check it out than to not check it out. Because that's when people find out that they've had issues that could have been remedied earlier, but they let it run and then things happen. Yeah. And there's a Kenneth Wilkinson. Good to see you. Yes. And let's see. Oh, we have Radix7708 in Instagram. Thanks for joining. But I want to make sure I say hi to everybody over there. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. So it looks like all my computers are this is the freeze day. I'm like, yay, it's Monday. Oh, we have Uno. Hey, welcome in. Hello. Uh-oh. Good morning, chat. Nice. Yes. Oh, that is a good point. Yes, Miguel. Keep in mind that doctors are just practicing medicine. Yeah, and there's an art. And the thing that I noticed is, like anything else in life, there are people that are better at it than others. So some people just miss it. And that's the whole thing. And you got to remember, too, like, doctors are human beings, and a lot of times in the old days, I don't think they do it as much anymore, but people used to put doctors on a pedestal, and then they could do no wrong or say, you know what I mean? And people sort of just took everything they said. But, the one example that I can give is that my mother had this situation, and it was like pretty serious. It was like she had this, I don't want to talk about other people's like medical stuff, but she had a blockage in her intestine. I'll just put it that way. And I was really young at the time. I was probably 5 or 6 years old. And she was looking sicker. And it went on probably for, I don't know how long, maybe a month or two, just way too long. But the bottom line was, she finally said, she figured it out what was wrong. See, this is the problem. She waited till she figured it out. And then she went, I know what this is. And so she went in and admitted herself to the hospital and took care of the situation. But the doctor was like, there's nothing wrong with you. And so that is scary. You know what I mean? And she diagnosed herself. Now, of course, she knows because it's her body, right? But the thing about it was, if she had waited just a little bit longer, they had to remove, part of her intestines because it was starting to die, right? So that's just a good lesson for everybody. If you have if you suspect anything going on, like that's the time to get it checked out, right? Yes. Uh-oh. Yeah, and so anyway, so it's an art also. There's some there's medical stuff behind it, but it's an art, and it takes an art to listen. Like there's a lot more to it. You have to be able to listen, interpret the clues and things like that, and not everybody's really good at that. Yep. So good morning. It's not magic, Roberta. Good to see you. And poor. Oh no, hamstring. Okay, Uno. So you're still nursing your hamstring, so you still have time to prep for when you get our sprint sessions going again. Yeah. Okay. That's good. But I've been doing some burpees. So that's painful, but good. Not quite as fancy as the sprint session. But that's good. I'm glad that's getting better for you, Uno. There's Fifi. Hello. Fifi. Uh-oh. Come on now. Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle. Good to see you. How are you doing? Good morning. I bring it every day in chat. Good to see you. Okay, and then LaBelle's saying, I once had excruciating pains in both, let's see, in both something. Doctor found nothing wrong. Then I changed surgeries, and then the new doctor sent me to the dentist. He also found nothing wrong. He took an x-ray. Wow. Oh, it cost me 2 teeth, but the pain was gone afterwards. There was nothing obviously wrong with these 2 teeth. What? See, that's malpractice. Ooh, that's what they're scared of. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's scary. And see, and then like sometimes they're wrong. So I mean, so that's the whole thing. There's a little bit of a risk. But if nothing else, they can kind of do some tests, and say, okay, maybe this is wrong. They can look inside, and that's something that we can't do. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh boy, LaBelle. I mean, it's not magic. I was 6 months pregnant with my son. The doctors kept saying I wasn't pregnant. I told them I have a really active tumor. Yeah. Yes. The funny thing, yeah, I have a funny like pregnancy story. So my daughter, I have 2 daughters, and my second child was like I knew immediately that I was, expecting, and but I went early. Like I went probably too early, and the doctors like were laughing. They were like, "You're not, whatever." And I was like, I was so sick. Like I knew that's what it was. I mean, I suspected that's what it was, and yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, they were trying to say, "Oh no, you're not pregnant," and then 9 months later, yeah, extra large baby, yeah. But anyway, well, good morning, Shelley. Good to see you. Excuse me. She's saying big hugs of hello, blessings and best wishes, Kelly, and all the chat. Thank you so much. And Shelley, yeah, I found your link, so I'm going to take care of that for you in just a little bit. And actually, let me see here if I can do this. No, I cannot. I'll try to see if I can have you. If you want to drop your link, I don't know if you know how to do that. For your GoFundMe, you can do that. But now, it's not letting me do it. No. But I'll put it on my community page for you. And so Miguel said his chicks are growing fast. Yeah, it's amazing. And Miguel saying good morning to Kenneth. And Roberta saying it's not magic, lurking and working. So if I miss anyone, I'm sorry. No, you're fine. Yes. And then LaBelle said her teeth looked okay, but there was an infection. Oh, far down. Yes, which wasn't obvious. Oh, and he couldn't have known without x-ray. See, you got to do those tests. Yeah. Wow. And Kenneth is saying good morning. And there's Drew's Adventures. Hello. Good day. From Adelaide, Australia. Look what time it is. It's 10:30 p.m. Monday. Wow, it's almost the end of your day. Yes. And then Shelley had a similar thing to LaBelle. I know that feeling. I had malformed root nerves. Wow. And then Fifi saying hello. So yeah, so that's the thing that you have to just make sure. Like I said, if you suspect anything, try to get in there, and hopefully they'll figure it out. But there's no guarantee, right? Yeah, that's the thing. Good morning, Aisha. Good to see you. Let's see. And then LaBelle saying, Shelley Michelle Morrison, and this can cause all sorts of problems. In medieval times, teeth problems were a number one killer. Yes, because you know what? Your teeth are right by your brain, and if things get in there, it's not good, right? That don't belong. Yep. So anyway, we got Annabelle. Hello. Annabelle joined over on Instagram. Thanks for coming in. Yes. Okay, there we go. Yes. Oh, and you're welcome. Yes, Shelly. Thank you very much, Kelly. We are struggling, but Alice is a fighter. The Lord watches over us all. Very nice. Yes. Yeah, and I just pray that, those doctors that she comes in contact with know what they're doing. I mean, that's really, to me, that's like the biggest thing. So they can do medically, the right things and without harm. They'd say that Hippocratic oath, do no harm. Hopefully they figure out what they're doing. Yep. Yes. Oh yeah, Drew is saying, yes, yes, Lavelle. They say that teeth are a window to wider health conditions. Wow. Everyone's saying good morning. Yes, yes. But good to see you, Drew. All right. So that's the motivation for today. I'll see if I can type it. It's going to be hard, but we'll see if I can do it. But if you risk nothing, then you risk everything, and that's Geena Davis. And I cannot remember the name of that movie now. A League of Their Own. There it is. She was in A League of Their Own and some other movies, bunch of movies. She was really popular, I guess, was it the 90s or the 80s? I don't know. But that's the whole thing. If you can, I'm going to have to type. It's going to come in here. Let's see. If you risk nothing, this is a good thing to start. So, and this is the other day people were talking about trying to start their YouTube channels, and I always say, just do it. Yep. If you risk nothing, then you risk everything. Yep. I'm going to put this in here. Risk everything. Let's see. And that is, let's see, Geena Davis. Yeah. She's pretty wise. I think she was I think she's a Mensa member, one of those smart people. And she was definitely not like your typical Hollywood actress at the time. She was really tall, kind of smart. She was attractive, but she wasn't like like a striking beauty. But she was a good actress. Yeah. So anyway, there's that. And let's see. Drew said, "Okay, hold on." Shelley's saying, "Here we go." Yeah, Kelly. They want me 100% disabled to be her only caregiver for a double surgery. Oh wow. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that whole caregiver thing with the VA is tricky. Um, I don't know anybody who got through the process. Actually, I know a few people that tried, but I don't know how you managed to even get that. It's hard. Yep. And then Drew said, "Yes, it reminds me of a friend who had a heart issue with a precursor being a tooth abscess." Yeah, they say that's real. Yeah. But anyway, here is the you risk nothing, then you risk everything. Geena Davis. Yep. So, yep. So that's very interesting. And Roberta's saying exactly, Drew. Yep. Yes. And thank you, Drew. That's exactly where I am too. My thoughts and prayers are with you, Shelley, and your family. Yep. Yes. LaBelle saying, yes, teeth can cause heart problems, blood pressure, rheumatic issues. Wow. Are often the root pardon the pun. Oh, it's not obviously not even for the dentist. Yeah, and the dentist is interesting because they are so hyper focused. But it's interesting that I don't know that maybe you had some. I can't remember if you said you had tooth pain because usually they kind of perk up when you say that, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, Alice. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, and she's got a GoFundMe site for Alice, and I'll put that on my community tab when we're done. And you love that quote. Yes. Yep. And it's a GoFundMe. Yep. And you can look it up. And she's got two R's. Morrison. Yep. There we go. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thanks for coming in, Jen. Yes. Got to go to work. Yes. Yes. I don't know if you heard me, but I said, hey, Jen Reeves. Yep. I got you. But thanks for coming. Later, Gators. Yes. GoFundMe. Yep. And anyway, have a good day at work. Hopefully everything will be smooth. Yes. Oh, yes. Let's see. Marlo Salubad. Hello. Hand peek waving. Good to see you. And then LaBelle. And actually, when you wake up with a swollen face and don't know why, it's due to a tooth infection. There you go. You're at death's door. Oh, wow. Seriously, if it doesn't feel like it to us. Wow, that's crazy. Yes, and then Drew's wishing Jen had a good day from Australia, and he's in the future. That's right. And Fifi says, "Enjoy your day, Jen Reeves." I'm saying Geena Davis. Jen Reeves. Wow. Oh, you're trying. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna make you a wrench because sadly, like I said, my YouTube just crashed. But anyway, hang on just a second, Shelly. Oh, you did. Okay, good. Now I want to make sure you heard me. Okay, good. Yeah, and good night, Drew. That's what Jen's saying. Oh, good. I just want to make sure I didn't miss you because things happen. Things happen on the YouTube street. Let me do it this way. I think I can get in this way. I'm gonna make you a moderator, Shelly, if this will let me in. Hang on. My Chromebook's doing some weird stuff, so I gotta let it go. Let it go. Okay, Roberta says, "Me too. Must pull up this pattern. It's on the phone." Okay. What are you working on, Roberta? I can't remember if you said earlier. Okay, and Uno's leaving us. Okay, well, have a good day. I bring it. And fam, take care. Got to get back to work. Y'all have a beautiful day and week. Thank you. And ciao. I like ciao. All right. Oh, it's a fox. Ooh, amigurumi. Nice. All right now. I love it. Hang on, Shelly. I'm almost there. And I'll make you a moderator. Hopefully this will work. Yes, yes. So that's the plan for today is to kind of get started. You want to start your week off and day off on a positive note, and just this way, like if you send out those vibes to the environment, it should come back to you. Yeah. Okay. And Drew's going to bed right now, or you have a life. I understand that. Drew says I'm going to zip off and take care, Kelly, and all my USA and Canada and UK people. Yeah, that's right. And global friends here on Kelly's beautiful channel. Thank you. Good night and good morning. Thank you so much, Drew. We'll see you soon. Yes. Oh, and then Shelly said, Kelly, you guys gave me the confidence to sing on a live stream. Yes, Shelly's awesome. She really, yeah, she's a good, guitar player and singer. And I'm so glad you came because we were like, Shelly's been holding out on us. She used to come all the time, and then we were just like, girl, you need to come in here more. Let me see if I can get you now, moderator. Yeah, see if this works. Let's see, add as a moderator. All right, you should be able to put the thingy in there. Just a second. All right, there we go. Woo! At least my computer's working for that. Okay, nice. Oh no, yeah, this is tough. Yeah, Roberta was working on a sweater this weekend. Yeah, that's terrible. They're so hard. They are hard. I mean, they're hard to get nicely shaped. Yeah, tailored and all that. But she's throwing hers out. Oh wow. Well, at least crochet you can frog. That's much easier. Yeah, knitting that would be a very sad and distressing amount of time that you would lose if you did that. Oh, let's see. And there's Shelly's link there. And then the bell says, stick some seriously bright balls of yarn on that shelf behind you. I just finished a project code. Oh, Kahlo, like Frida Kahlo. Yes. Oh, free pattern on Love Crafts. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I love it. Yes. Now, what kind of yarn did it call for? Was it like a DK? I'm gonna say it probably was. And then Shelly's telling Drew's adventures. Have a great day or evening, actually. And then LaBelle says, "Oh, I miss coffee morning. Only took a few days of abstinence from the internet, and it was gone." Oh, yes. Oh, you don't want a frog. Roberta does not want a frog. Come on. I'm frozen. No. Let me see if it'll let me take this comment down. Well, we'll keep going. So let's see. Roberta's saying, "Not frogging, LOL. I hate it that much." Yeah, I understand. And Shelly said, "I had a broken hand, no guitar fingers." Oh my goodness. And we have Miss Mora. Mora's here. Hello. Yes. Yeah, of course this there we go. There's Mora. And yeah, frogging is not fun. Good to see you, Mora. Can't believe you're awake. It's so early. So glad you're here. So glad you're here. But anywho, let me see. I'll show you what I'm working on. This is a short I finished a bunch of projects before, but I started this hat We'll try posting. Thank you. Yeah, anything helps. Good. Yeah, that'll work out. And then that way you can put the link in. Yeah, so that's good. So anyway, so I'm doing this hat. This is one of Spring, um, the fiber enthusiast. She's doing a beanie. So this is a knit beanie, and it's got color work. So I'm like, Lord help me. I've done it, but not enough. Yeah. So I need some practice. So I cast it on, got my ribbing. So hopefully this will be okay. But that's kind of what it looks like once it goes, and that's it. That's what I'm just working on. I got a few more rows, and then I'm gonna start the color work. But she did it in a DK, and I don't have a whole lot of DK, so I had to really dig for it. And I did that. But yeah, this is pretty thin. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. But it's looking good. And it's flowers. It's got green at the bottom. It's cream with a flower. 2 flowers on either side. And it's cute. So I'm going to try that. And I noticed she posted another hat. She's been like cranking out the patterns. I'm like, girl, I can't keep up. But giving that a try. And oh, there it is. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay. GoFundMe. Yep. There we go. Yeah. So best wishes to you and Alice. And hopefully, things will go well for you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, how many stitches? Labelle. There's I think it's 70. It's either 73 or 78. I can't remember. I think it's whatever she said to start with is what I did. And yeah, DK is very, very thin. And because the thing is, I don't know if you do wearables, but every time I make a wearable out of worsted weight, I swear it's a nightmare because it's almost too heavy. And I don't know if it's because like I'm old. See, when I was really, really young, I was very, very cold all the time. And I'm not cold, but I definitely can wear lighter stuff. You know what I mean? And so yeah, this is very thin. I mean, you can't really tell, but it really is. It's insane. Yeah. So there it is. Yeah. It's very, very, yeah, it's very, very thin. Well, yes, I am not. I'm still in jail. Yeah. And I still never finished my blanket because all this brown and this cream and this green was going to go to this blanket. Never did it. Wintertime. Wintertime's gone. It's over. So Nightbot saying, what are you working on if you'd like to share with the chat? Yes. And yes, I'm using the same needle size. Yeah. But you said it's going to be huge. Yeah, it might be. And I'm a very loose knitter. And I have a decent size head. But once you pull it, once you take it off the needles, it should be a little less. It might be big though. You never know. Yeah, we'll find out. But I do have I have a decent size head. Let's see. So might be. Lalik Botma. Let me see here. What's happening? Is this a joke, Lalik? And welcome. Yes. Let's see. Yes. That's funny. Let me see if we got it here. All right. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, but like I said, it's this is like a 16-inch needle or circular needle. So it's not it's not real big, but it's not going to be small either. Yeah, I could probably pull it. All right. Oh, let's see. Oh, nice. Shelly said she knitted a panhandler. It melted on the iron skillet. Oh yeah, iron skillets can be hot. And if you have, I don't know if you did cotton or you did acrylic, but people do acrylic pot holders, and I think they're out of their minds. But because it'll melt. Acrylic is very, very melty. Yeah. Yes. And there's a cat. Let me see. So what you talking about, Lalik? Name a car for an edit. Uh-oh. I'm afraid to ask. And see. But anyway, that's the one quote. Let me get back to the other one. I'll do the second one because I saw 2. I usually just kind of say, what is interesting today? Not jail. Yes. And there's Ashley. Good morning, Ashley. Oops. Sorry, everything's jumping. There's Ashley Wester's Crochet and Knit Channel. Good to see you. Yes, I'm in not jail. Yes. And that's what yeah, for sure, LaBelle. Yes. LaBelle's telling Shelly Use cotton for those things, not plastic. Or acrylic. Yeah, acrylic's tricky. Yeah, you don't want to, because it burns. It's they produce it from oil, so it's a very flammable situation. Yeah, if you're not careful. We got Angie's Treasures. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Kelly and everyone. Good to see you. Nice. So what are you working on, Ashley and Angie, if you want to share with the class? Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You don't have work today since it's slow. Ah. That's either a good thing or a bad thing. Yes. Yes. That is nice. Ooh. Oh, here's another one. Here's a good one. I'm going to put this one in here too. So, speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. And it's by Maggie Kuhn. So I'm going to put that in there. So those are the two. Yep. And this is hard. This is a hard one here because I always believe it's interesting. I lived in a family that people they didn't tell you the truth. I'm not saying they lied to you, but they would never tell you like the hard truth. They weren't good at the hard truth. And I remember kind of like meeting people in college and stuff like that, and who were very, very blunt. And I think the hard truth is good, but a lot of people don't like that. And I like it. I mean, as I've gotten older, I really appreciate people when they're candid. Yep. Okay. So this one here is, I'm going to put her name in here. If I can get this in here. Okay, Maggie. But anyway, I don't know if you guys saw that movie, A League of Their Own. And that's an old movie. But back in the day, I met the lady that they based that movie on. The lady who was the pitcher. Her name was Dorothy, and she had a Polish name, and it was long. I can't remember her last name, but she was from Chicago. And back in those days when they used to have computer shows, like before, when you had to buy a computer, you had to go to like a fancy show, and people would put it together for you. And it was all really small business. And it was pretty cool. And they would always have these at these hotels. Well, anyway, they had this computer show, and my husband and I went to this thing, and he was buying parts, for his computer. Back in the day when people used to fix them. I don't think people fix them anymore. But we went to this show, and this lady was there, and there were two of them, and I can't remember who the other one was, but her name was Dorothy, and that's the part that Geena Davis played in the movie. And I was like, I had never heard of. I can't remember if this was before the movie or after the movie, but it was right around that time. And I said, "You guys really play professional like softball?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, I had no idea, because she never heard about that in school or anything like that. But she goes, "Yeah, I had a pretty good record," and she was telling me all her stuff, and I was like, "Wow." And somewhere she signed a baseball card for me, but I don't know where it is. I was just thinking about that. I was like, darn it, I missed it. But anyway, let's see. Oh, there's Carol. Oh, I see some people. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, no, let's go back. So Ashley is working on an Afghan. Okay. Now, how far are you in there, or what size? I'm just curious. And any special patterns you're using? And then Shelly saying, "Thank you, LaBelle. That was my next question. Is Kelly inspired me to try to recall knitting? Found out now." Oh, okay. Yes, yeah. Stay away from the acrylic if you're going to use the stove things. Yep. At least I think. And then Carol's Crazy Crochet More. Hello, CCCNM. That's what I call her. Hi, sweet Kelly and my friends. Hello. And Angie's just chilling out. Nothing right now. I have to handle Xfinity. Yes, and their shenanigans. They are my favorite company in the world. Not. Yeah, I understand that. And Shelly saying hey to Ashley. Yes. Yes, Fifi, you can relate. Yeah, her family was secretive growing up too. Yes. We were like, those movies where they say, I didn't see anything. Sort of like, I shouldn't say that, like organized situations. Yeah, that's what we could have belonged to, one of those organizations. Yep. But anyway, this is Speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. Maggie Kuhn. Yes. Purple People Eater. He was a one-eyed, one-some purple people eater. I remember that song. Anyway. Okay. Yes, and Shelly saying hey to Angie. Yes. 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 I know more. You were up late. I was sort of in the bushes for a little bit, and then I went to bed. I was really tired. Yeah, I was trying to. So I looked in there. You had like 50 people, and I went, "Holy smokes!" And it was late. Yes, yes, yes. Being candid is good, but first be kind. That's correct. Yes, yes, yeah. That's for sure. Yeah, that's the whole thing. But I just remember, I don't know, I forget what this situation was, but my sister didn't tell me the truth about something. And like later on, I was like, why did she tell me? Like I didn't know. But anyway, yeah. And then you go, why you should have just told me. Like I would have been okay. But yes, and Shelly said, my family doesn't like it or teach truth. Glad your apple fell far from the tree. I know it's hard, isn't it? Um, oh, okay. Ooh, okay. And then Ashley, oh, you're a cleaner. Oh, you do cleaning rooms at the Hampton. Oh, I love the Hampton. I love those waffles. Do they let you have them? That's the only thing I love about the Hampton Inn is the waffles because you can make your own. I just love it. It is my favorite thing in all the world. And somebody was talking about the Hampton Inn somewhere, and I was like, I love the Hampton Inn just because of those waffles. Oh, you're gonna try to figure out what's out next. That's what Carol's saying. Yeah, it's hard what to make next. Yes, and then LaBelle saying, Shelly, with leftover cotton yarn, I crochet cleaning cloths. There you go. Yep. And so my daughter-in-law says, best cleaning cloths ever, and they're fun to look at. Yeah, and they're actually really good. And I have a lot. Like I am the cotton person. I'll show you. This is my bag. But I found this bag at Lidl, Lidl, and Lidl's. Is it Lidl or Lidl? I always get confused. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyway, they had every now and again they sell like weird stuff in there, like home stuff. And this was one of these yarn bags. And it was on clearance. There were like one left. See, I always miss it. So that you feed the yarn through there if you want to. And it's kind of big. But the thing that I noticed is like when I go to my crochet groups, we have all these cotton cones. And I bought this from this lady when she was cleaning out her estate, and she was selling all this yarn. And I got like 4 or 5 cones from her. This one here is just white. But yeah, this one I think I didn't buy from her, but I think I got this one, the purple, and the yellow and the red from her. And there were a couple other colors. And usually what I do is I take these to my crochet group. So you see I have it right in my bag. I put it right in here. And these, you don't have to buy the cones, but if you make a lot of these washcloths and things like that, you get a ton of yarn on them. And they used to be cheap, but they're not anymore. They're kind of pricey right now. I will, in my opinion, like if you go to Joann's, they're like $15, but at Walmart, I think they sell them for like 10, and that's about as cheap. But they used to be about $5-6 back in the day, and that's why this woman had so many of them. But she really like got into cotton, and she was doing these washcloths. And I just take these with me to my group because usually we're talking so much that you mess up your projects, and that's why we do it. But this is the one that I'm carrying in my bag right now. This is a knitted one here. But yeah, best cleaning cloths ever. Get rid of that string. My tail's a little bit long, but there's that one there. But yeah, they're the best cleaning. And if you do this garter stitch, I noticed with the knitting, it is the greatest back scrubber ever. Like this is the jam right here. This isn't the right size, but what's nice about it, this is that variegated, it's like purple and green. And it does these weird designs, even without you doing anything. It's just pretty cool there. Yeah. But these are the best. These are the best. And they do take a while to dry. But I have one of those, what do they call those things? Towel dryer. Towel rack that heats up. And I love it. And there's Tamika. Good to see you. Oh, wait a minute. You said not? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, your family. Oh, yeah. Yes, got it. Yes. And then, oh, there's no crying in baseball. Thank you. That's it. Yes. 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 So anyway, so good morning, Tamika. And Fifi's laughing. And yes, no crying in baseball. But that lady was so cool. I mean, and when I met her, she was up there. Like she was probably in her 90s. Yeah. I think she lived to her 90s. Yeah. And she was cool. And I was like, how did I not know about this? That was the thing. I was like, I had never heard of this. And I think the movie was just coming out. And she was saying, oh, they're making a movie about it, blah, 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 blah. But I didn't know that she was the lead. Like her character was the about which the movie was written. So that was pretty cool. And I think she had a sister or a cousin that played too. And she was telling me. And I said, well, how did you get recruited? Like, I didn't even know that was the thing. Yeah. Yes. So anyway, Freddie's saying hey to Tamika. And yes. Oh, official 1SP. Good morning. Kelly with an I. That's me. Thumbs up with a number 1. Thank you. Yes. And please, if you like the stream, like the stream. That'd be great. Okay. Let's see. It's 14:25. So that would be what? 1:25. Wow. Yes. Now, I can't remember where you are, LaBelle. Yeah, you can't believe I'm up. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. It's 14:25. Oh, the AM. Oh, is that AM or PM? Oh, boy. I guess that's AM, right? No. No, that's PM. Let me know. I think that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because Drew, it was 10:30 p.m. So that would be like, I don't know. So I can't do military time. I have trouble. Yes. Yes. And Shelly saying hey to Fifi. Good to see you. Yes. So Fifi's working that garden. I see. I've been checking you out. And Purple People Eater saying hello, everyone. Hello. And yep. Everyone's saying hey. And thumbs up. Yes. Oh, that's a lovely cloth. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is Lidl. Okay, thank you. Lidl? Yeah, I was going Lidl. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you like the yarn color? Yeah, it's pretty cool. And now that will pull. I've never done if you've ever done the planned pooling, that will pull. And I've seen people use the cotton. So but the problem is you spend all that time planned pooling and then that thing's gonna get destroyed, like cleaning up your kitchen or wherever. But that's the only thing about this yarn. It doesn't hold the color. Like you have to be careful not to get bleach on there. Yeah. But they're gorgeous but those do play and pool, which is nice. Yeah. And then LaBelle said, I love those multicolored yarns. Saves me all the weaving. Yes. Which is my pet hate. I understand. Pet peeve. And then, Granny D loves making those. All right. Yeah, they're awesome. And then this is Ashley's link. Yes. So she's working on that Afghan. Yes. And Granny D saying hey to everybody. Been here working and listening. Good for you. There's K&K Crochet. Good to see you. Good morning, Kelly, and all in the chat. Nice to see you. You're working on a hat. Yes. Well, you're working on a lot of stuff. Yes. I need to not speed up, but I want to make more. Like I'm really working on a little bit of my speed. And LaBelle said, oh, you're in England, UK. Not far from Newcastle upon Tyne. North Sea, 10 minutes by car. Atlantic Ocean, about an hour. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Hadrian's Wall, about 37 miles away. That's pretty cool. Yes. Now, I have not been to England. That's like on the bucket list. Whoops. Want to check out some stuff over there. And I want to go to, Rome and Italy. Like, I want to eat my way through Italy. Like, eat, pray, love. I want to do that. That's like the bucket list. But then I love Hawaii and I want to go back. So I'm that's my bucket list right now. I'm going to try to, I don't know how I'm going to make it because they're all in different parts of the world. It's not going to be easy. But let's see. Oh, so Shelly likes poetry, the lovely poetry from 1SP. Always had a passion for poetry. Oh, Maya Angelou's Rise. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. My favorite modern American author. Yeah, she was good. Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, she has some good life quotes. I'm not a fan of Oprah, but if you've ever seen her on Oprah, she really got some good interviews with her. Yeah. And I really enjoyed her. Yep, everyone's saying hello. And then LaBelle says, I love making dish and cleaning cloths from leftover. Okay. They last ages. You can wash them really, really hot. Yeah, and totally environmental friendly when throwing out. That is true. That is for sure. Yeah, and it's funny because like acrylic is great, but color wise, they can come up with a lot of colors. But yeah, you cannot make a heat. You cannot make a hot pad with those. I mean, you can, but you probably don't want to. But yes, yes. Okay, and K has lots of whips here. I think we all do. I know Granny D has a few. I have a few. Not a ton, but I have a couple. Yes, that's right. You said leftover. I saw that one. Oh, Granny D was in England. She says, LaBelle, I love England. Have been twice and would love to live there. Ooh. There was a movie where these people moved to England, and I was like, that looked like fun. They bought a pub, which I thought was crazy, but interesting. I'm like, okay, you have a pub. I see you. Let's see. Anybody else? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're good. I'm just checking over on Instagram there. There we go. Yeah, so England, I've never been. And I wouldn't mind going out like in the countryside. You see people with the sheep running across, animals are running across and people are driving and all that. I want to see all that. Like that's cool. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's awesome. Okay. But yeah, England's cool. But that's the place I wouldn't mind checking that out. Let's see. And then LaBelle's saying, Granny D. Hold on, let me put this on the screen. Come on now. Oh, there we go. Granny D. Thompson, I'm originally from Germany. Fell in love when I met a dishy British soldier. What? Okay. And then wound up there. Wow. I wouldn't swap England for the world. Interesting. Yeah, now my husband went to Germany, I guess it was 2022 or was it 23? Can't remember. It's been like it, but he has all. We were looking at the pictures just the other day, and he had a ball in Germany. He liked Germany. I don't think he went to the UK. He did not. But they went to Italy also. Yeah, which is cool. Let's see. We just had a jump here. Hold on. So you met a guy. That's usually what happens. And then Shelley's saying, LaBelle, you're empathic, yes, or psychic, 2 in a row. That's a beautiful part of UK. I'd love to visit. Wow, as well as see Cardiff in Wales. Yeah, Wales is interesting too. I've seen pictures. Yeah, wouldn't mind checking that out too. Yes. Oh, okay. And LaBelle's saying you can have a few different weather fronts. Wow, just wheeling the bin to the street. And if you don't like the weather, you just wait 20 minutes. Wow, that sounds like Florida. I've heard that same thing with Florida. Interesting. Yeah, the weather where I'm at is pretty, you know, pretty stable. Once the seasons change and it gets hot and it gets cold, and then there's the fall and the spring. Like we get all those. Yep. Oh, and LaBelle said she met her ex-boyfriend in Germany, who is my husband since 1987. Ah, nice, interesting. Love. Okay, but no, that's good. that is pretty cool. So, but that's the plan for the week. Oh, here we go. Shelly's got a good one. Remember today we create tomorrow's good old days from a poem I think is true. Nice. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. And so like I said, the plan is to get everybody, just sort of focusing on the positive, just to kind of start out the week. Because sometimes Mondays can be really, really hectic. And I don't know if it's true, but I read somewhere way back, they were saying that a lot of health issues happen on Monday morning. And I think it's because of the stress. And I don't know if you guys experience this, when you were working or whatever, but I know like a lot of people used to be sad on Sunday night, which I always thought was really tragic because they were too busy work. They were worried about Monday and going back to work and all this. And so that's tragic. Like I said, I really think, unfortunately, life is short. So you really have to sort of live it to the best that you can and try to be, in the moment and things like that. Yes. You know what I mean? Oh, LaBelle, congratulations. Yes, that's really good. Yes. And then Granny D said, Shelley, I love that quote. Yes, that's a good one. Yes. Yep. So trying to get everybody, thinking in a positive way, moving forward. having a little fun and chit chatting, while you're at it. So that's my plan for the Mondays. And hopefully this helps you out, just kind of get you going down that road, the good road. Yes, yes, yes. So that's great. But yeah, like I said, I'm working on this hat, and we'll see how it goes. And I know I probably need to. I am a loose knitter, so I probably need to tighten it up a little bit, and I probably will. When I seam it, I'm gonna be like, phew. I'm gonna seam it, yeah, a little bit tighter in there. Give myself a little bit of a nice seam on the inside. Yep. And let's see. Oh, we have the butt files. Good morning. Good to see you. Morning, people. How are you doing today? Let's see. I'll show you. Let me go back. Yeah, I like that. I like that quote, Shelley. Can I think anything else? Yes. 2 in a row. I got everybody. Yes. Yeah. So like I said, loving the cotton, and I do have more cotton that I haven't really played around with, but I would just suggest, like, if you can, get out and try to meet some people if you want to sort of get. I'm not saying get off of YouTube, like get off the internet, but try to get out and experience real life. And I know not everybody does that, but I know there were a lot of people on YouTube that I know that are here all day. And I always say, just get out, experience, get some fresh air, get some sunshine, walk around, look at nature and things like that. And the thing that was interesting is I yesterday, look, we've had this rain kind of off and on. It's been overcast, for like at least 7 days, maybe a little bit more. And I made my husband go out yesterday, even though we had no plan of what we were doing, but we just sort of went to the supermarket and a couple of places just to kind of get some air. And he was just like, "Oh, thank goodness you made me get out of the house." And I was like, "Yeah," because it's weird how you can get, stuck in a loop. Let's see. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is what Granny D's saying. Yes, for real. When I taught, Sundays were sad as I dreaded going back to work on Mondays. Yep. Especially for the 12 years you taught middle school. Middle school is tough. That's a tough age. And the kids are just going through it, the puberty and all that other stuff. Yeah, middle school stuff. But see, that's kind of a sad way to live your life, because you're sad every Sunday night. That is just terrible. And I sort of experienced a little bit of that as well. Yeah. And I tried not to. I was like, I'm going to go out. We're going to do some stuff if it kills me, just to try to keep that from happening. Yeah. And let's see, LaBelle saying, I crocheted a Rasta hat and was disappointed that it didn't stand on the head like a Rasta hat. And I figure out it needs Rasta hair. That is true. To fill it. That's right. Yes. So I don't have Rasta hair either. I mean, my hair can get big, but like I don't have a lot of hair, so it's like, yeah, I'm never gonna be a Rasta queen, and unless I get the dreads and work it. It's gonna be years from now, but like right now, yeah, you need the hair. Let's see. And then Shelly said to Granny D, I wrote that. Just glad you like it. Yes, that was a nice one. Oh yeah. Oh, lucky you, Granny. Yes. So you were smart. See, this is, if I ever, like, my kids don't listen to me, but this is where I'm telling them they need to retire at a young age. Like, and 52 is young, but I would say even younger. Like, I saw somebody on YouTube retired at 30. I forget how they did it. Like, I saw the video go by in my feed, and I went, how in the world did they do that? But anyway, that's one of those I'm watching later list. But it was some couple retired at 30. I don't know how they did it, but I said that's probably, I think 30 is too young, but I think somewhere between that 30 and 52 is good if you can retire. I would say like that should be everybody's goal if you have kids. I would be like, try to retire early if you can, because then you can enjoy it. Yes. And then Granny D saying, that's fab that you wrote that, Shelley. Yeah. Whoops. Yes. And K Crochet said, we had a busy weekend and I was off YT more than on and really enjoyed it. Yes. Yes. Love YT, but it's nice to do something else. Yeah, that's correct. And that's, I guess, that's a concept. Like I have some friends on YouTube. I used to always like battle with them about that. Like I'd say, come on, let's get off and do something else, but no. But anyway, I think this is good. Yeah, I think it's a good way because social media is very like, well, first of all, you're not moving, and when you think about it, you got to move your body, if you want to survive, right? If you want a healthier later in life, you have to keep it moving and you have to eat well and things like that. Yes. And then LaBelle saying, we had the advantage that my husband was a serving soldier, thus on a seriously good income. Yeah, that's amazing. Especially when we were stationed outside the UK. I worked and we invested. Oh, and you bought a couple of, ooh, let me see. I'm going to say real estate, maybe. Let's see. Yes. Properties. Yep. That's what I thought. Here we go. Which we rent out. We didn't have to work since he was decommissioned at the age of 40. That's beautiful. See, that's where you want to be. Yes. Where you don't have to work. Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah. And yep. And yep, Granny D is agreeing. Yes. And then yes, and then KK saying I was the same way, Granny D. I always read it. Monday going back. Yeah, that's tough. And that's terrible. You don't want that's just a bad way to live. And I would tell anybody who would listen, like, don't try not to be in that loop because it's not a positive loop. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I love this. KK Crochet said, Grady D, I counted the days until summer, but I love my kids. Oh, you taught also. That's nice. Yes, and LaBelle said, when my husband then got bored, he started running survival courses. What? For kids and adults. Okay. And companies asked him if he could run that. And it became a business. What? So two careers. That's pretty good. One career after retirement. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Yes. Oh no. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Because Granny D, you were early, right? That was early retirement, I guess. Okay, so she's saying, sadly, I was 2 years away from getting my 30. Oh, okay. In with teaching, but just was so stressed that it was worth losing those couple of years. Yes, I think once you're over 20 or 25, I think you're good, So yeah, they probably didn't matter. Because I had a guy I worked with that was kind of in the same boat. And I forget. No, he was past 30. This guy took this job and worked for 36 or 35 years. And I don't know how. 35 years. That's amazing. But yeah, he did it and retired. And, he got his full pension and all that. People had pensions back then. But yeah, but like you said, if you're stressed, it's not worth it. Like money's good, but if you're stressed, it's not worth it. Right? Yep. And you love the students. And Carol's saying, hey, to sweet Granny D, good morning. And she's saying, Granny D saying, hey, sweet Carol, sorry I missed seeing you. Oh, no. You're great. You guys are great. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, LaBelle. Okay, girl. Now let's talk about this because this is near and dear to my heart also. So you're saying what is annoying is we're being told that it is honorable to work hard. Yeah, work hard. By the very people who buy yachts, yep, and fancy with the money we make for them with our hard work. Isn't that crazy? Yes. Yes. Yeah. And I don't know if people like, okay, here's some controversy. So it took me years to figure it out, but I think that people working, I don't know about like in the UK and how the pay is and stuff like that. But like everybody says, like there's this American dream, and then if you work hard, you're going to get this and that and the other. And it has happened for some people, but the thing that people don't realize is that this little bit of money they're paying you, they're making so much more. It's sort of like the YouTube paycheck. They're making billions. You're making, $100 here and there. And that's kind of the way like the world is run. Like we're all sort of, and this is my crazy opinion, but I think we're all sort of born and bred to be like worker bees, for other people. Yeah, which is tragic. Yeah. And and the thing is, once you pass, nobody cares whether you were a hard worker or not. You know what I mean? Which I think is very, very interesting, LaBelle. Yep. 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 And then yeah, that's a good plan. That's what Shelley's saying to LaBelle. You two had awesome. Looking ahead warms my heart to know you both have that. Time is irreplaceable and precious. Right. And that is my point. And that's why I would tell any young person, if you can, just get out and try to work hard young and then get out. But anyway, thank you so much for coming, Fifi. It's good to see you. Thanks, Kelly. Nice morning chit chat. Stay focused, stay positive. Fifi out. Good to see. Peace. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. And everyone's saying goodbye. Yes. And let's see. Stay focused. I like that one. Stay positive, stay focused. Fifi out. Love it. And then LaBelle saying to Shelly, I also bought gold and silver in the 90s. Oh, I bet that was good. Yeah. Because it's so high right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys had a good plan. That is good. So anybody young, anybody under 20, 20 and under listening, you gotta listen to LaBelle. They had a nice plan. Yeah. Yeah. I'm saying bye to Fifi. Yes. And then Shelly saying financial independence is a container to give you that time to pursue and nurture inner selves. Yes. 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 And this is the problem, right? You cannot get financially secure, is what LaBelle's saying, let alone rich, working hard and saving money is the most stupid thing anyone can do. If you save 100 today, think of how much less you can buy with that next year. Yeah, we've had a lot of inflation. And it's true. Yep, there we go. Yep, she's got it. See, I'm reading ahead. I mean, yeah, you're in my head, LaBelle. The purchasing power of your saved 100 will get eaten up by inflation. That interest banks give for saving money is a joke. That is so true. They're not really saying, "Hey, let's help you out and save." No, they're taking all that money, like in charging all these exorbitant fees. Just to have the money in the bank. There's this. It's very interesting. Yeah. But I don't think people talk about this stuff. You know what I mean? And this is really helpful. So thank you so much, LaBelle. And anybody else who is Shelly. Yeah, they're really focused. Yeah. And that's a great plan. I love it. That is really good. So that's the evil plan. I always say, hey, do the best you can, work hard and get out. Get the heck out. Get out. That's what I would say, if you can. So, we made it to the hour. Woohoo! That was my plan. So, let me see if anything else. But those are the two quotes for today. So make sure, you just remember, if you don't risk anything, you risk, if you risk nothing, then you risk everything. Yeah. And that's very important. Yeah. So you do have to do some risk. Calculated risk. Yep. Yes. Yes. I agree with that. Yes. LaBelle, finances, money, etc. should be a curriculum in every school. And have you noticed, well, I don't know what the education is like in the UK, but in the US, they don't talk about any of this stuff, And people say, you shouldn't talk about, see, this is what I think. They always say you shouldn't talk about money, religion, and politics. But guess what's the most important thing in most people's lives? Money, religion, and politics. Because all these policies affect all of these things, right? And those are the things we should talk about. Without judgment, just kind of, you know what I mean? But people won't. And I think that's done by design. Yeah. Because if people aren't financially savvy, then they're just going to be on the hamster wheel, which a lot of us are on or have been on, Yes. And Shelley's saying those are very important, vital choices, LaBelle. You grab that brass ring and gold and silver. Yes, I had no life skills, so I eat Fritos cookies, so I give Alice the better resources. Wow. That is amazing. Oh, wow. Yes. But yes, and then Carol's saying the same thing. She agrees. Yeah, it's really important. And so, if you have any young people under your wing, even if you're the, the auntie, the uncle, that kind of thing, they definitely pass this stuff on. And, I dabbled a little bit in real estate back in the day, but, not so much anymore. But it's, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Like those land barons, are doing great. You know what I mean? And I look at like most of the major cities and the rents that they're charging people. It's kind of shocking, Let's see. Yes. And then let's see, Shelley's saying, hello, Carol's crazy crochet. Put money to work for your future. Yeah. And that's the thing you really need. Yep. So you got to save a little bit, make it work, invest, that kind of thing. And then try to have that I think that really the key thing here is the passive income, where where money's coming in, but you don't have to physically devote real time. You know what I mean? Because you can only do one thing at a time, right? Yep. So that's a beautiful thing if you can get that going. Yeah. Yes. Oh, you have a financial planner. Nice. That's what Carol's saying. Yeah. Now, so the interesting thing with these, I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence about financial planners, unless they're altruistic. And I'll tell you just a quick story. So I started working for this company a few years back, and their financial planner came in because he wanted to build some relationships. I kind of appreciated the fact that he wanted to come into the company and show like some of the services that he was willing to do and things like that. And so anyway, so he came in, he goes, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can move around these, IRAs and 401ks and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. And then he goes, how much do you have? And I went, whoa. He didn't, like, as soon as he said that, I was like, you're like, he just went right in, like, how much do you have? And I was like, dude, like, you just met me 10 minutes ago. But he just wanted to know. And I think in his mind, I could see in his mind, he was kind of going, oh, I can get this commission here and do that. And I was like, oh, Lord. So I didn't trust him. It's just weird. Yes. Okay, so Ashley's going on in a few minutes. Okay, going live. But let me see. Let me go back here. Yes. So I don't know. So financial planner, just be careful. Because I've heard like nightmare stories of people stealing their money, these planners and stuff like that. So just be careful. So that's all I'm saying. That story, that guy kind of, once he started, asking really pointed questions, I got a little nervous. But anyway, LaBelle's saying, oh, yes, pass it on to your kids and grandchildren. There we go. Yeah, my granddaughter's 11 and she's already setting herself up with the future. That's beautiful. With our help, of course, but she's on a great path. Yes. She understood the danger of being dependent on anyone or anything. Yes. That's another thing for sure. Yep. So Ashley's going, okay, good. All right, we'll have to check you out. Let's see. And then, okay, LaBelle saying, if your job, I hate this word, whatever happened to careers, I know, is in danger. So you should be able to say, so what? Yep. Yeah. And I call that the forget you money. That's what I always like. When I got older, I was like, forget these people. I want the forget you money. That's what I told my husband. And he was like, wow, okay. But yes, and then Shelley saying LaBelle agreed. In the days they called it home economics, and only women were in there. Yes. And the guys were sent to Future Farmers of America class. I love it. That's funny. So there's Ashley's link there. You can go check her out if you guys want to do a Kelly raid. Then I think, oh yeah, Miss T's already on. Oops, Miss T with the T's on also. All the guys in my school took shop. Yeah, isn't that funny? Yes. And then, right. Okay. Thank you, LaBelle. I'm glad you're backing me up on this. No, don't believe any financial advisor. It's their job to get as much of your money into the pockets of their own or their bosses. Yes, that's what I was feeling. Thank you. I'm glad you articulated that very well. That was, yeah, like he made me nervous. And then he was like, so when are you gonna? I'm like, oh, let me think about it. Yeah. Then I ran. Yeah, I ran from that guy. Oh, Carol, thank you so much. She's a new member. Now let's see if I can play this. Thank you so much, Miss Carol. Now, let me see. Hold on. Now I'm using my tablet, so hopefully I won't fall out of here. But let's see if this will work. Oh, Lord. Yes. There we go. So thank you so much for being a member of the channel. I bring it every day. And keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me for sure. That's what friends are for. In good times, bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Thank you, Miss Carol. All right. That's awesome. All right. And then LaBelle saying, with money investment, you shouldn't be rigid and do never believe anyone telling you 30 years from now you'll have XYZ. Yes, they do that, don't they? Yes, yes. They can't predict the future. Observe politics and learn from that. There you go. Because pretty much the ones in charge are making the policies that the financial policies. Yep. Oh, I love this. Ooh. So Shelley paid off the house and car. Oh, a con man took most of the 401k. Be careful. Oh, man. That was like and then back down. Okay. Oh, well, at least you paid off the house and car. That's a lot. Yes. And you're welcome, Miss Carol. Yes. Oh, oil companies. Oh, when climate craze started, you invested in oil. Now, how'd that go? Because I have not been following the oil. I used to. Yeah, I used to follow that, and I used to follow all the stuff, the gold, the silver, like real close. I would read like the Wall Street Journal. I was a nerd, and but I used to get some good stuff in there. Yes, but oil was doing great, I guess, in the '70s, and then I don't know, then it went down, and like everything else, everything's down and up. It's cyclical, things like that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, all these things. But it's crazy, 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 crazy. But let's see. All right, but I think that's it. We did it. But anyway, thank you so much for coming over. I want to thank all the people on Instagram, wherever you are. And let me go back over. Yeah, thank you, people on Instagram. Just want to say thank you for coming in. And thanks for the financial, information, LaBelle. She's done it. Yes. Yes. Because let me tell you, these are some good ways to really, get your mind right. That's where we are. Yeah. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Oh, and then Shelly said, okay, LaBelle, my grandpa did the same in oil. So nice to meet you. Wow. And LaBelle saying, easy. The climateers kicked off stop oil, right? But oil is needed in virtually everything, right? Yarn. All that acrylic yarn. Yep. Um, but the oil price, let's see, the oil price, feel the oil countries reduce production. Price went up. Yeah. So, there you go. Very smart. Yes, yes. That is true. But and they warn us about yes. Oh, okay. Food shortages. So you put some money, 1,000 pounds in Tesco. Wow, smart. Oh, thank you, Carol. This is good. Yes, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. Yes, and I know you have some videos on that also. And the one little comment that I would like to say, on that is, there's no stigma in asking for help and seeking help. And that's good. Yeah, and like I said, I worked sort of I worked in the mental health area also, and I have a relative that was a mental health nurse, so I got to see all that stuff, front and center. And that's the one area in this country where I think they've taken money away, but they probably need to add money back. In a lot of the area, like a lot of the hospitals in my area, have removed mental health units and things like that. So it's really interesting. Yeah. And there's definitely with the pandemic and things like that, it really opened up a can of worms in terms of mental health. So definitely, yeah, definitely, if you need help, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So thanks, Carol. Let's see. Oh, and you never put more than 1,000 into any one company. That's as much as I'm prepared to lose. Yeah, I got you. Yes. And KK Crochet saying it's okay not to be okay. Yes, reach out. There you go. Yep. And LaBelle saying, Shelly, yeah, your grandpa was a wise man. Listen to him. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, and you're saying Texas. That's right. That's where Carol is, as the worst mental health system in the country. Wow. Well, I don't know. I'm not as familiar with Texas, but I know that in terms of mental health, it really is not, um, in my opinion, respected. And so there's a stigma. And the history of mental health, especially, I don't know about in other places, but I know in the United States, a lot of those big institutions that they used to have people in, they closed them all and sort of threw the people out into the environment. And for many, many years, you saw a lot of homeless and helpless people that were obviously struggling. But I don't know whatever happened to all those people. It was really interesting. Yes. And okay, let's see. Thus, the GFM is virtually, let me see. Oh, vitally important. Yes. Yes, Kelly, I truly love that you sang a bit. I miss your sweet vocals. Loveliness. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yes, I know I haven't done as much as I used to do. And but I'd love to have you, Shelly, if you ever, come around and we could do something together. Because you do great. You do great. Oh, and dividends. There you go. And this is the other thing. Yeah, you want to try to find a stock that does give you dividends. Yep. 3 times a year, Tesco and British Petroleum. Yep. BP 4 times a year. So that's nice. You get a little bit of a salary kind of coming in every quarter. You know, you get that little bit of money. It's good. Yeah, something to look out for, the dividends. And my dad used to like he likes utilities. Sort of like on the Monopoly board, he would buy all the electric, water, gas, not gas, but like electric, water. I can't remember what other utilities, but things like that. He used to like to buy the electric companies and things like that. So that's another one. And they pay little dividends. They don't tend to grow, but over years they pay out a lot of dividends. So that was his favorite. Yeah. But that's cool. I like this 3 times a year for Tesco and BP 4 times a year. That's nice. Yeah, BP's doing well. I do sort of follow them. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Oh, and then Shelley said, LaBelle, I did, but was a little girl, 63 now, growing younger. Yes. Yes. That's amazing. That is amazing. But let's see. So anyway, well, thank you guys so much for coming. And let me see. Oh, here we go, LaBelle. One more comment there. There's 2 stocks I wouldn't buy for pharma and military. Well, yes, I understand that. I don't think all pharma's bad, but some are bad. Yeah. But military stuff, yeah, that's a tricky one. Yeah. People made a lot of money in the 80s with this military stuff, right? But yeah, pharma is interesting. There's some good pharma and some bad pharma. And I don't know how you sort of, find it's hard to find the bad one. Well, I know the one company, I'm not going to mention their name, but the company that put out the really strong painkiller, they did some interesting stuff. There's some documentaries on them. You should check it out on YouTube. Yes. And yes. And do I have mental health? Well, now I'm not sure what you mean. Do I have mental health? But we're just saying that, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. And if you need help, don't be afraid to seek it. And Miguel's still here. Yes. Yes. The good pharma is more donating and investing. And a lot of times, some of the companies are really trying to find, like, there's not really a cure. Like some things there's not a cure for that they're aware of. Like I said, medicine has a long way to go, but they can at least eliminate pain and suffering. And so that's kind of the pharma that I'm into. The products that eliminate pain and suffering and can give people quality of life. So that's why I'm not completely, against pharma, but you have to find the good ones. You have to dig through there and really dig through the company vision, and they tell you what they're into. If you read their perspectives. Yes. Okay. Oh, the good farmer is more donating than investing. Oh, okay, gotcha. And then K and K Crochet is saying, hey to Miguel. Yes, that's pretty good. And then Shelly saying, indeed, LaBelle, I'm not going anywhere. My notifications are iffy at best. What is your regular time? I'll be there. Let's see. Oh, you had the chicks. Yeah. Miguel's got his babies. I love the chicks. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still on the fence about the chickens. Like I haven't done them yet. But, I'm trying to decide. Yes. Oh, here we go. Mental health. Yeah. Oh, yes. LaBelle, I'm glad you mentioned this. You just reminded me. Change your diet from anything prepared, canned, etc. Start cooking fresh. Takes out the preservatives and all the other weird things in prepared foods. Yes. So there is an article, and I can't reach it right now, but there's an article. If you go to any of my cooking videos, that said that prepared and prepackaged foods do cause depression and anxiety. And I think it came from the British Medical Journal. I believe so. If you want to even Google that. So I thought that was very interesting. And I had never heard that until about 2 weeks ago. But yeah, the British Medical Journal talked about that. And so it's something to think about. Yeah, for sure. And I think people being stuck at home during the pandemic really affected in a negative way, the mental health of a lot of people. And so a lot of people sort of turned inward. And I think it's okay to turn inward when you're, trying to get yourself right and do better for yourself. But you can't be, it's not healthy to be there all the time. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, I love YouTube and I love the internet and things like that. And so, if anybody young is listening, have balance in your life. And that's really what I'm talking about. Oh, canned beans. Yes, that's funny. Yes. And these are sort of my taglines on my cooking show, LaBelle. So, yeah, I like it. Yeah, start cooking fresh. Yeah. And also the other thing that I also don't like. Yeah, and then Shelly saying spot on, LaBelle, processed food is not good. Yeah. And then Miguel's being naughty. He's saying the British are known for eating canned beans. Yes. Oh, tin beans and toast. Oh, that's true. Beans and toast are a staple. Yep. You cook your own beans. Yeah. And it does take time. Yep. And here we go. LaBelle got some good examples here. So bread, flour, malt, salt, sorry, bread, flour, salt, water, yeast. But you can make your own bread without yeast. So see how many ingredients is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ingredients. Now go look at your bread in the supermarket and see how many ingredients you find in there. And then bread from the supermarket, flour, salt, sugar, stabilizer. Yeah, that's terrible. Flour, flavor enhancer, coloring, stuff to extend short life. Yeah, shelf life. Shelf life. Yep. And yeah, and I've been doing these, Shelly. I've been doing these. I just started doing these maybe 3, 4, 5 months ago. This at this time of day, and then I do my cooking shows on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you're around, and I just usually we just talk about food, and I try to find stuff that's in the news that people aren't aware of. And there've been a lot of recalls, so I talk about those, even though I know it sounds crazy to cook and talk about recalls in food, but people really need to be aware. And usually, if you watch the news, I don't know if people even watch the news anymore, but usually in news outlets, you do get a lot of the recalls, especially if they're big. But I always like to talk about them because recalls don't always get out into the environment on the news, but the news does get them. So you really have to kind of be aware. And so right now, if you go to the, oh, wow. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, so the key thing is this is why they say don't eat bread. If you compare the real bread to the supermarket bread, because there's all these in flavor enhancers, and they bleach the flour to make it white because people want white bread. Oh, back in the day, especially back in the day when they started commercializing bread, and so they make it soft, keep it soft, and keep it preserved so it doesn't go bad on the shelf. Yep. So yeah, so that's when I normally go live, and then Miguel said, "Oh yeah, one banana has 14 grams of sugar." Yeah, so Miguel is diabetic, and everybody, it's out there. So yeah, usually like the white foods, whether it's flour, um, potatoes, bananas, things like that, and some of those uh, like taro and things like that. They're very very rich in carbohydrates. So so you have to really be careful that you don't eat a whole lot of that. And my one doctor used to say, only eat a half a banana. That's what she would say because of the high sugar content. Yeah. And yeah, and isn't that interesting? Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. Scientists, yeah. There were scientists made a link between prepared foods in connection with mental health and obesity. Yeah. And definitely they said anxiety and depression, which is what most people are suffering, right? From. Yeah. And then Shelly said, "Who knows, Miguel? Hello, yes, I've eaten many bean sandwiches." That's funny. Yeah, so canned beans. I mean, but you can make your own. It's not hard. It just takes time. You got to soak them overnight to soften them up, and then you just cook them, and they take a couple hours to cook. And then Miguel said, "I was taught when I worked in health field, anything white is not right. White bread, rice. Yep, there you go. Yeah, and banana contains fruit sugar, not a refined sugar. But that is a difference. That is true. But, if you have diabetes, you have to be, even despite all of that, you have to be really careful. Yeah. And it's weird, even though, yeah, like fruit sugar is better, versus like the stuff that, they put in there. But still, you have to sort of, maintain whatever that number is. And if you look at like the United States Department of Agriculture has that website, where they talk about, menu planning and how many grams of this that you need in your diet on a daily basis, and some of that stuff really works. But, the one thing that they don't realize is that, see, I think maybe we have too much dairy in there. I don't know. I mean, that's my opinion, but let's see. Shelly said, um, yeah, notice many chicken restaurants don't have the word chicken. Oh boy. In their franchise name anymore. Yeah. I'm doing that too, Shelly. Yeah. And then LaBelle saying it's quite easy to figure out a mental health issue is an imbalance of chemicals. There you go. So don't add chemicals from food. I love it. I'm all over that. Yeah. And like I said, I think that's been sort of my mission on my cooking side, and I think I've gotten some traction on it, but I also have sensed some resistance on that because people really want to go to the fast food places, and I'll tell you, I don't think they're doing well for you. You know what I mean? They are not. They are not doing well for you, at least health wise. And so anyway, so if you click on any of my cooking videos, I have a bunch of links in those descriptions, and I set it as a podcast. You can go in there and look through. But if you look at any of the descriptions on those videos, it'll give you all the links to all the food information that you might want and more. And also, the USDA, I believe it's the USDA that has a thing oh, hey, Ashley, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Yes. Hopefully work is going well for you. Yes. And let's see. Yeah, Miguel cooks his own food. Yep. And Alice is eating a banana every day, trying to gain weight. Oh, okay, yes. So Alice is she's in a different situation. Yeah. Aw. I wish I had that problem. Sometimes I just stay the same. Yeah, I've been eating well. And then Ashley said, Miguel's saying hi to Ashley. Yes. All right. So there it is. All right. Well, anyway, you guys have a great day. Let me see if I can find my little. This is so hard. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely appreciate all the participation today. And I'm really happy that everybody, I hope you got something out of it. And leave me a comment if you don't mind, if you have time. And just, thank you so much for coming. But I'm gonna play out and just say, it's my theme song. And I just want to shout out Drizzle Stank once again for helping me out on this. So, have a pleasant week. We'll see you soon. And Drew's kids are amazing. They're so cute. Love them so much. I can't believe you got them to do that. That's so cool. But anyway, thank you so much for the tips, everybody. It's been great. And good to see you all. And good morning, Steve. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And we got Kyle. And we got Steve. Thank you so much for coming in. But we're ending it. Oh, here we go. I like this. Hold on. Bell said, and don't forget, this week the motivator is progress, not perfection. I'm loving that. I'm gonna pin that. Just pin that one. Will it let me pin? I'm gonna start it. There we go. Yes. Very good. That's wonderful. All right, now. Oh, you hear static. Yeah, I don't know if it's me. I think I'm okay. Oh, I got some interference. Okay. Gotcha. All right. And hopefully it's a little better now. So thank you so much. And good to see you. KK's Travel and Educational Vlogs. And thanks, Steve, for the hype and the thumbs up. All right. That's beautiful. And am I any better now? Hopefully I am. Okay. Good to see everybody. Yes. Okay, so here's some static. Okay. All right. We'll see you. Yes. But anyway, have a super day. And we will see you all soon. So take care. All right. Have a good day, Kyle. Thank you so much. All right. Take care. And have a good week. Bye-bye.